Sagittarius, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of August 2025. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the ring. What ring? The link for that in the description box below if you want. Why the hell did ring pop into my head? Anyways, let's see. The overall energy for the reading, the Temperance card. Yay! That's your energy. Okay. Could also signify a little bit of temperance, a little bit of patience, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. But I'm taking that as your energy for now. Starting off the reading, you get the Page of Wands crossed by the Six of Cups. Okay, so there you are. There you are. I'm trying to... I see another energy attached to you. But are you attached to it? Because I'm looking mostly at you, and it's you for the most part. And then I see this connection, the soul connection attached to you. So there's another energy around you at this moment in time. I don't know what the situation is there for now, but we'll see. In your focus, the Three of Wands. You're waiting for something, but you're not waiting in, oh man, here I go again, waiting for something. No, you're waiting for something to come through here. So this is just something you know it's going to happen. You just got to give it some time. So patience, yeah. In the recent past, the moon, ooh, the unknown is lurking at your window there. Okay, I don't know what that is. We'll see. In your strength, the Chariot. It feels to you like you're on the right path here. Whatever it is you're doing, it feels in this moment in time that you're on the right path. You hit the jackpot with the right path there. In the immediate future, the Nine of Wands. A little bit of defensiveness maybe? Resistance to something? Felix, are squirrels bothering you, Baba? Because, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. But for the supportive energy, the Ace of Swords, you're engaged in something. You're doing something. You're in the middle of action here. So you're doing something. Okay. The energy that's around you, and you may not be aware of it, the Eight of Cups. You don't care much for something here. What is it? Let's say you have this full-on experience of something, and there's one little corner in that experience that you don't care much for that. Whatever that is. In your hopes and fears, the Three of Cups. Do you too? It's, it's a little bit of a similar energy to what I found in Leo, only it's different in the sense of you're open to interacting with energies, but in your case, it's energies of all kinds. So it could be that at this time, you're spending a lot of time with animals, for example. Not people necessarily, you know, people are like, okay, if they come and go, it's good. But like my focus is I want to spend time in nature with birds, with squirrels, with whatever nature gives me or something. Like you have that attraction towards certain energies at certain times or something. Okay, interesting. In the potential outcome, the King of Cups. Ooh, your heart is opening up big time. Yay. Let's clarify. Let's do the Temperance card. The Hangman, the Ten of Wands, the Death card. Okay. Well, with this one, you're saying, look, I've been practicing a lot to just be in the present moment as much as possible. To just be with what is, right? And I've been practicing. And it's been goddamn hard. Now, you're giving me a sense of it's starting to get easier to do that. To be more in the present moment. Which is freaking amazing. Okay, because initially it was frustrating. It was like... Man, it's hard. How do I do that? How do I do that without worrying about tomorrow or about who knows what? That's irrelevant to the present moment. But for for the Page of Wands here, you get the High Priestess, the Four of Swords, the King of Pentacles. You got your feet on the ground here. You're super grounded and you're super in touch with your intuition. And you're stepping more and more each day into that type of an energy. So I don't know what you're doing, but keep on doing it because it looks good. Let's do the Six of Cups. Whew. Okay, that's why I saw this. Whoever, whatever it is that's connected to you, you're not as connected to it. Because the Two of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Wands. There's one particular soul connection that keeps on, clinging to your energy, and you're like, go, go, go. Do not. Let go. Because you know it kind of disrupts your peace here, your flow. There's something deceptive about this energy. There's something that's not matching your vibe at this moment in time. So your response to it is just don't, Okay. Let's do the Three of Wands in your focus, the Page of Swords, the Emperor, the Four of Cups. Okay, so you've embarked here in a process of potential discovery, or as it shows up here, of stepping into your power. I would say potential of discovery of the most raw version of yourself, basically. And you seem to be kind of at the beginning of it. And you're a little bit upset with yourself because you're like, well, I want to be at the end of it too. Like I love it and all, but I am so curious to see where it's going to go, and I would really like it to go a little faster so that I know how it looks like at the end of it. But that's unrealistic. So at the same time, you're like, I know, I got to be patient. So you're struggling a little bit with the concept of patience here. You are enjoying the ride by the looks of it, but it does seem like, at least as far as this experience goes, you're definitely, kind of a rookie here in it. Which is fine. Again, you seem to be like, hey, yeah, I'm doing good. For the Moon in the recent past, you get the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, the World card. You've closed off a cycle. You've closed off a cycle that could have to do with your stability. Where things started looking a whole lot different once you closed off the cycle. You just didn't know necessarily that you did. That could mean, let's say, you're working... What are you working? You're a doctor. And so one day something happens that you start doing your job in a completely different way, more engaged, more open from your heart, more like different, better. But that changes the whole game, where you're not looking at your job in the same way. Or you're a doctor and then you quit and then you become a marine wildlife explorer, Dora the Explorer. I don't know, something where completely changed, So something shifted there, for sure, for you. And I feel like that's how you jumped into this experience that we're looking at here. The thing is about the cycle, I think it was maybe a conscious decision-ish, but I don't think you acknowledge that, hey, I'm actually closing off a major cycle here and potentially opening up another one. I think you were just doing your thing, what felt good in the moment type of a thing. For the Chariot, in your strength, you get the Moon, the Page of Cups, the King of Wands. Yeah, I remember that whole feeling of, oh man, I feel like I'm on the right track here. It started when the cycle closed off for you. This looks to me that I'm looking at this from the outside, not from your perspective as the one that's living through this. This looks to me like life-changing type of ordeal here for you. And I'm not sure if you're realizing that because you're too fresh into this new stage that you've stepped into. I think from a conscious perspective, you could recognize that yes, it is, but you're not feeling it as that yet. I think at some point, over months or years even, you'll acknowledge that, hey, that's where it happened, you know? Okay, super cool. Actually, let's do the 9 of Wands. In the immediate future, you get the 8 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles. Interesting, because this is a notion of rejecting completely anything that just looks good on paper but doesn't feel good. So you're definitely stepping more and more into a place of being in the present. If something feels good over there, then you'll lean towards it. But if something looks good, but it doesn't feel as good, it's like, no. So, okay, so scratching that off there. Like, you're almost giving it a label of, it's not profound. It's not, like, there's no substance to it if it only looks good on paper. And if, you know, most people would acknowledge that it's the right thing to do or something. It's like, no, if it's not right for me because I feel that it is, then it's not gonna be. Interesting. Let's do the Ace of Swords for the supportive energies. The Empress, the King of Cups, the 10 of Cups. You're on a journey of heart opening, and I don't think you know that. I think you're just doing your thing, having fun here. It's like, oh, everything's new, everything's nice. This is actually an experience of your heart opening up like it never has before. And again, I don't think you're aware of that. I think you're, again, maybe 5% being like, oh yeah, I know through this process that's going to happen too. But I don't think you know the significance of that. Okay. And through that, you know, a sense of happiness is showing up. Big time. Felix, are you bored, Baba? Okay. For the 8 of Cups and the hidden energies, you get the 6 of Wands, the Chariot, the Star. Yeah, you're not connected fully with the actual meaning of this experience that you've embarked on. And it kind of makes sense. You're not connected from your heart because this is a journey towards opening up your heart. So that tells me that your heart is not yet open to the extent that you would feel what this journey is truly about. But looks good to me. It looks like you're not truly appreciating this journey for what it is. Felix. I know it's annoying. Felix. I can't stop though. Felix. Neither can he. He's the chewer of plastics in the house. He's the only one that... Everybody has their own thing here. He's the one that when there's bags coming in or something, plastic bags, he's going to chew on them. Or like here are baby wipes packages here, and he's chewing on those. So he's looking for bags right now to chew on. But anyways, back to your journey here. It's intense, it's deep, it's probably going to be quite a lengthy experience. It's beautiful for what it is, and for the end result, it's fucking amazing. Again, you're not connected to it fully because you're not nowhere near the middle part of it yet, so you couldn't possibly understand what's going on here yet. And that's okay. You're not supposed to. You know, it's, you know, you will when it's time, and it's fine. Again, whatever it is that you're doing, keep on doing it because you're doing good. For the 3 of Cups in your hopes and fears, you get the Hermit, the 6 of Swords, the Devil. Did you come out of something here? Is that the soul connection here? I think you came out of something that has to do with somebody else that kind of pushed you in this direction of basically soul searching, just masked in all sorts of experiences here. like recognizing at this moment in time what's unhealthy for you, and you're not going to deal with it because you're not going to allow for that to come into this journey. But you are attaching it to something that's attached to another energy. And I go back to the soul connection that opened up the reading. Could be that at some moment in time you are connected to someone through quite the unhealthy energies here. And again, this experience could be a result of that. For the King of Cups in the potential outcome, you get the King of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Okay, you're interesting. You're going for something here, something you feel passionate about. You're kind of standing in your own way, though, even though everything feels right about it. So initially, you're showing me you're coming from a really balanced place while you look at something. And then you're like, okay, yeah, this feels good. And man, I'm passionate about it, so I'll go for it, right? But then there you are standing in your own way. Why is there a little moth thing here? Anyways, so you're kind of standing in your own way there. It does feel like it's exciting, and you're going for it because it's exciting. And I think that's why you're standing in your own way, because you may think that, hey, maybe I'm just getting excited about it for a split second and then the excitement is going to go away. It's almost like testing the ground, testing yourself to see if you're going to stick with it or not. But that creates a little bit of resistance to that, which doesn't allow you to open fully. If you do that, if you test yourself. Testing yourself would mean, okay, this feels good. Okay, let me go for it. And then whatever happens. And, then you know. Well, it didn't feel good. Ultimately, it ended up in something nasty. Okay, but it was the experience, right? And you went with what you felt. You didn't restrict yourself just to see. Am I really feeling this? Am I not? Am I, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. It's up to you. But there's a little bit of you standing in your way there. As you open up to something, and I feel like it's something new. I feel like it's still related to this in the bigger picture, but it's something potentially new. Let me see what the universe has. The Eight of Swords, the Hierophant, the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, okay, so there's still a little bit of questioning on your side, which again, kind of normal at this stage in this experience, in terms of trusting yourself, and fully allowing yourself to open up to pretty much anything that shows up. You're doing great with being in the moment more. You're doing great with most of what's thrown your way. There's a little bit of work to be done, which is probably part of the process here as you go, on trusting yourself, and through that loving yourself. There's a little bit of questioning there. There's a little bit of doubt that still is playing out for you. Work in progress, I guess. Let's do the Sacred Traveler Oracle. In the flow, everything is smooth sailing. I agree. I think it is. Let's see where you're at. Where are you at? Right here. Card meaning, let go of the shore, enter the flow. You're moving into a period of gracious ease and flow. All is unfolding perfectly and with good timing. Everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. Enjoy the ride. This isn't the time to try to control the events of your life. Let the Creator support you. You don't have to do it all yourself. The glory of the universe flows through you. The Sacred Traveler wants you to know it's not always easy to let go of the shore. However, this card is urging you to take a risk and let go. When you are truly in the flow, get out of there. When you are truly in the flow, you don't need to push or exert effort to make things happen. You can flow around any obstacle. If there is a situation in your life that isn't falling into place, let it go. It's not the right time. When you're in a state of flow, you aren't pushing the river to go faster, and you aren't swimming against it. You just enjoy the ride. If you aren't feeling the smooth current of life, it might mean that you're trying to control situations in your life, or you're being self-critical or judgmental. The way to move into flow is through gratitude and appreciation, and by allowing others in spirit to support and help you. I think this fits the reading perfectly, and this experience of yours. But that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.